You're watching NBC 10, live at Issue.
Back with Michael Nutter. The mayor has indicated that the curfew situation is actually showing signs of improvement, that where the special center has been set up in South Philadelphia, basically shootings by juveniles down 60%, that sort of thing. So are there signs of progress out there, or is everything really just still not headed in the right direction?
I think we have a lot more to do. There will be episodes, a day here, a day there, a week there, a week here, a week there, where things are not as bad as they have been. But clearly, more work needs to be done. We're not moving in the right direction.
Should rec
We're not
centers
making
be open
enough
24
progress.
hours?
I don't know about 24 hours, but certainly hours should be extended. If you're going to have a rec center open 24 hours, it has to be staffed and real legitimate activity, not just running a babysitting service.
Would you try to use the Boys and Girls Clubs and POW and other to help them out more, to give them more money so that they can have more staffing?
We need a fully coordinated recreation, after-school, young people's agenda here in Philadelphia, not episodic. This is my current idea, whatever you came up with overnight. And I think we need to sit down with all of those groups and organizations and better help them.
The school district of Philadelphia could be in big financial trouble, more than $100 million, maybe $140 million. Some people are critical of Paul Vallas over that, others aren't. What do you think of Paul Vallas?
I think Paul has done some very positive things here in the city. I think this most recent situation, not just the one that was in the news in the past week, but last year, same problem. Year before, a little bit of the same problem. I'm very concerned about the finances of the school district and what's going on over there. I called earlier for PICA, Pennsylvania Intergovernmental Cooperation Authority, to take a more formal role with the finances of the school district. We cannot, from year to year, have this kind of uncertainty. It's not fair to the kids, not fair to their parents, not fair to the taxpayers.
Is it a local school district problem primarily, or is it that the state still really hasn't stepped up to what it's supposed to be doing?
I think the state has not provided the kind of funding that we need. The funding formula for schools in Philadelphia and across this Commonwealth does not work. And ultimately, the solution to funding for public education lies with the state, our General Assembly, and the governor.
What could you do as mayor that could alleviate citizens' concerns about casinos in their neighborhoods?
Well, I think by the time I'm mayor, I mean, the casinos will still be in the process if they ever get through the legal challenges, et cetera, et cetera. We still have zoning control, and what I would do is exercise the most stringent of those controls in place to make sure that there is as little damage to the neighborhoods as possible. We still have to have better planning for our waterfront and a more coordinated approach to development, not only at the waterfront, but throughout this city.
It sounds like a crime plan could cost more money. You've offered up the idea that you would give more money to Fairmount Park to be able to do what it does. You want to do some energy conservation things, which could conceivably cost money in the short run. If all of this
Actually, some of those will save money.
Well, and if they do, that's good. But a lot of people are saying, look at all the promises. They add up to a lot of money, and PICA itself is warning that the city could be in trouble in the years ahead. How do you fiscally make that happen?
By good financial management. I mean, it's been done before. Let's not forget, when I came into City Council in 1992 with Ed Rendell, the City of Philadelphia had a $250 million deficit. The mayor proudly announced just the other day the city has a positive fund balance of about $250 million. So, I mean, it's a complete turnaround from that time. Good financial management, squeezing more out of the government, some of the waste and inefficiency in the government. We could save $17 million by having single-source weekly recycling here in Philadelphia. That's real money that can then be used to reduce taxes, make investments in public safety, after-school programs, and the like. So I actually know something about money, not only because I was pretty much a master of the budget in City Council, but also have a financial background, having come out of the Wharton School of Business. So I actually know something about money.
I know you say you don't want to go negative, and I don't ask this from a negative standpoint. I ask this from the standpoint of trying to make comparisons for the voter. What would you say Bob Brady's biggest weakness is?
Congressman Brady is a very nice man. He's done any number of good things throughout Philadelphia. I'm not sure what his weakness is. You know, you might want to ask his mom or something. I have no idea. What about Shaka Fatah? Great guy. I've worked with him on any number of issues. You know, I'm going to spend a lot of time over the next 80-some-odd days talking about the positive things that I can do for Philadelphia. The voters will judge all of us based on our histories and our track records, but I don't know that it's for me to make an assessment of, you know, who's done something well or who's done something not so well. Let's have a good race for the citizens of this city.
All right, more with candidate Michael Nutter in a moment. Stay tuned. Back with Michael Nutter. In terms of ethics. You suggested that random audits might be in order for elected officials. Are things so bad that we have to treat our elected officials as if they're NFL players on steroids?
No, that's not the issue. I think that when you look at the corruption scandal that has engulfed this city over the last few years, $4 million of taxpayers' money spent, I think that just like we randomly audit businesses in Philadelphia to make sure that everything is in order, just an additional reminder that stay on the right side of the law. If it does come up, you have nothing to worry about if all of your financial matters are taken care of.
Bob Brady has said that he wants to basically save the elephants, get that preserve at the zoo. I asked Dwight Evans last week whether or not he had any animals he wanted to save. He said no. Do you have any animals you want to save?
No, not really, but I would like to save people from homicide in Philadelphia. I'm slightly more focused on those issues. I do take care of my dog at home, though.
Very good. What's your dog's name?
Happy.
Happy.
Yes.
Good Democrat name. Happy days are here again. Real quick one on opportunity. Well, Shaka Fatah is in essence trying to take over the word opportunity in terms of defining his campaign. He has a policy address on that very issue tomorrow. Right. Opportunity defined by Michael Nutter is?
Opportunity is when a person has the chance, the opportunity to walk down the street and be safe. They have the opportunity to get a great education. They have the ability to get a job here in the city and enjoy all that Philadelphia has. I don't think anyone can copyright that particular word. That's what the city should be about, and that's what leadership brings to being in this kind of position. And so, you know, we can all use the same language. It ends up being the same
Michael
thing.
Nutter, thank you very much.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you again.